Good morning from KMVT.
Good morning, Southern Idaho. I'm Jacob Dizon. Here's a look at your digital news update. A heads up for drivers, there will be overnight closures for the eastbound lanes of I-84 from Twin Falls to Kimberly through the end of the year. According to the Idaho Transportation Department, the lane closures will be intermittent and will go from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. The closure will allow crews to repair damage on the Vineyard Road overpass. Eastbound drivers will be detoured from US 93 at the Twin Falls interchange to South Highway 25 and back onto I-84 at the Kimberly interchange. Drivers are encouraged to find alternate routes and anticipate delays. Final preparations are underway in Twin Falls County for the upcoming election. Yesterday, County Clerk Christina Glasscock held a public accuracy test for the vote counting machines. This ensures that the election software accurately reads and tabulates votes, and yesterday's test was successful. Early voting starts in Twin Falls County on Monday, along with most other Idaho counties. A few began earlier this week. Early voting wraps up Friday, October 31st at 5 p.m. But before you vote, remember to check that your registration is up to date. You'll also be required to provide personal ID.
If you have questions about how we handle the ballots, how we count the ballots, how we release results, come to a trusted source to get your answers, and it will build confidence in our voters that what we are doing is protecting their vote.
In Twin Falls County, some polling places have moved. The county clerk's office is mailing postcards to let voters know. You can also find your polling place on their website. For a look at a sample ballot, you can go to voteidaho.gov. Election day is Tuesday, November 4th. Stay with your hometown station for complete coverage of our local races. A local family practice has closed its doors to the public. Yesterday was the last day that the Associates in Family Practice in Gooding saw patients at their facility, as the Hagerman location has already closed according to the practice's website. While they won't be seeing any patients, their doors will remain open until October 31st to fulfill record requests. After that, all records will need to be electronically requested. We asked the reason behind the closure, but those details have not been made available. The South Central Community Action Partnership, otherwise known as SCAP, an organization that helps low-income families realize the American dream of owning their home, did that again yesterday. In Buell, 8 families received the keys to their newly built homes courtesy of SCAP. Over the past year, the new homeowners have been working alongside the organization to build the homes. The project broke ground in September of last year. However, construction didn't begin until late November of that year. Michaela Miller, one of the proud new homeowners, says this experience has been rewarding but still does not feel real.
I felt like I would feel a different feeling, but we've been just doing this for so long, it just feels like, I don't know, like normal. I think it'll start feeling surreal once we start moving things in, but now it's just like, oh, like it's official.
This is the 19th group SCAP has helped get into new homes. They'll now turn their attention to their next project in Jerome. Now let's check in with Heather Ann Wagner for a look at your weather.
Happy Friday. We are looking at some pretty pleasant weather as we head into our weekend. Let's take a look at your hometown forecast. Highs mostly in the 40s and 50s today with those sunny skies. Now winds were a factor yesterday. They won't be much of a factor during the day, but in the evening hours we can see those gusts around 20 miles an hour. For the northern Magic Valley, mostly in the 50s and 60s. We are going to warm slightly. We are going to be closer to average today. For Twin Falls County, mostly in the 50s and 60s. Again, we've got 13-mile-an-hour sustained wind. Later on in the day, we can see those gusts around 20 miles an hour. And for the Mini-Cassia region, mostly in the 50s. Some of us will even see close to 60 degrees. For many of us, it will be the warmest day of the week. Taking a quick look at our extended forecast, we are going to go through the weekend with some chances of rain as we head into Sunday. It looks like the only day so far that we will see precipitation.
That was a look at your digital news update. We'll be back with more of your local news today at noon. Until then, you can also send us story ideas by sending an email to news@kmvt.com.